Hey, what's up, guys? It's been pretty much a year since I picked this car up, and I figured I'd do a video, kind of like a compilation of my other videos to show the progress I've made on this, with the exterior, interior, drivetrain, and even the stuff that I don't mention, like the title and, transporting a car without an engine and stuff like that. So, yeah, without further ado, enjoy. When I first got my Supra just one short year ago, it was in pretty rough condition. The exterior was missing the headlights, brake ducts, and the iconic wing. It barely looked like a Supra. That was the first thing I had to address. I needed to look like a Supra to sort of keep my interest and in a way justify what I had just bought. I was lucky to find a set of cheap 98 headlights and a wing along with brake duct covers. Although the paint was rough in some areas, it still looked 10 times better than when I first picked it up thanks to the waxing and detailing. Now as for the interior, it looked very intimidating. For starters, all I had was a dash, no panels, gauges, instruments, nothing. Just an array of empty space and open-ended plugs everywhere. In fact, nearly every Supra guy overlooked the fact that it had no engine and commented on how expensive and hard to find the parts would be for the interior. The prices of the USDM Supras are on the rise just as the parts are, particularly the left-hand drive interior parts, most of which are discontinued and super hard to find. Hell, I even paid $450 for one dash panel. But I knew it had to be done. I picked up a center console for $30 and a manual trim bezel for $50. I then got a set of dash panels from a local owner for a steal. I had the overall shape of the Supra's cockpit interior, but virtually no electronics to fill the empty spaces. $850 got me a gauge cluster, and an additional $650 got me the climate control module. The interior was coming along together nicely. I was starting to order the little stuff like the clock, airbag cover, and glove box. I recently sorted out my radio wiring mess. The dash was not the only piece of the puzzle. I also sourced an entire trunk assembly from Australia along with Titan rear seat delete kit. Currently my interior just needs the door trim pieces and the extremely hard to find hazard switch. And the Recaro seats I hope to get. I'm excited to say I have a 98 steering wheel on the way along with an odometer. I should have the interior completely done soon, which is a huge accomplishment for me. The interior wasn't the only thing I've been working on. The car came with NA brakes in the front, no brakes in the back, and a hacked up ABS system. I revamped the whole brake system with new USDM turbo calipers, front and rear. They're hooked up and fully functional. I also made some progress with the drivetrain. One of the first things I bought was a wiring harness off of a local Supra owner. I also picked up a rear sump oil pan as I plan to go in the Resto engine. I picked up a rear diff out of a Lexus GS400 with 3266 gearings with the intentions of running a 6-speed. However, I ended up buying an R154 for a great price and in turn will be running a 376 gear ratio out of a TT Auto Supra, which I'll be ordering this week. Most recently, I pulled the rear subframe out of the car and had some repairs done to it. This also gave me the opportunity to throw the diff in, press in some new bushings, and change out the coilovers. The physical parts of this car that you see are not the only things I've had to work on. I've had to transport this vehicle from one location to another, and I had to sort out some title issues, which was a huge accomplishment in itself. As you guys may have seen in my build videos, I changed my build paths many times, but no matter what path I choose to take, the outcome will always stay the same: to build one amazing Supra. Thanks for watching.